my dear Virgo. This is a prediction for your love life the next 3 months with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. It was the topic that was voted winner in the last poll. If you have other topics you want me to read for, please let me know. This reading will be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, and Venus, Vedic or tropical. And this will be a reading for the prediction of your love life's development the next 3 months. The reading can be in reverse. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow that you mirror out to the world so you can be able to see it. In the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. And I use the Witch's Tarot with Ellen Dugan for the readings part. And I will start shuffling your cards. When I open your deck here, I see Death and the Four of Wands. So I'm just getting the sense that love is transforming you or transforming the person that you're with. But since this comes like in the future position, it might be that love is surviving this transformation or this death. I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups. It seems like there's different cards here that wants to come forward. And we have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Cups and Death. So it's something that we are sharing a very sweet love. And it doesn't seem like it's one-sided since it's 3 people here. But we see that if one person is having their back turned towards this other group. So it might be some kind of abandonment issues that's being dealt with here. And maybe there's only worry about abandonment, but maybe not actual abandonment. Sometimes we can fear the things we don't want to happen, and then kind of creating it in our lives with the expectations that we have. Oh, they're going to abandon me anyway. Might as well not go and sit with them at the lunch table. So things like this. Okay, I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And here we have the Page of Cups together with Death. So it's this with the child here. I'm definitely feeling a person that's very vulnerable. They are probably stronger than what they believe. But it's a shyness to them. This person doesn't want to participate in the world or are scared to take a step forward, but they really want to join and be a part of. So I'm thinking this is what the transformation is all about. And I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Virgo viewers. So I want my dear Virgo to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. So I want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so I will just tune in for a few seconds here to you and your love life, the 3 months ahead, Virgo. So this is your love life in October there, and this is September there, and this is August. In August we have a King of Pentacles, so it's very much the opposite of this fragile water energy that we saw. So we'll see. We have the Ace of Wands, the 4 of Wands, 2 of Wands. Here comes this water energy again. So this might also be Virgo, and this can be the person that Virgo is dealing with. It might be different for different people. This person seems stable enough, but I don't think this person likes like any kind of bullshit. It shouldn't be any kind of bullshit. They don't want to see drama. They don't want to like deal with someone that's acting a little bit like a martyr, things like this. We'll see where it goes. And here we have September and the Tower. Oh, interesting. Here I'm seeing another story. And With the fragile person that we saw in the beginning, it might be that they have given a lot to a situation, or at least felt like they gave a lot to a situation, and now they are getting a little bit pissed off with not being well treated, or maybe there's a stubborn person not really wanting to let them in. So it almost seems like this person is putting fire to this tower here. So there's some kind of conflict brewing underneath the surface between the more stubborn King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles energy, and the more maybe vulnerable, dramatic Three of Cups, and different dressed cards with the water signs like Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. Here we're going into October, and we have an Eight of Swords, a Wheel of the Year, Page of Swords, Knight of Wands. This is a little bit tricky, but it's a lot of people here, so I'm trying to figure out who's who here. But we're definitely dealing with some kind of karmic situation where we have bad expectations because of things that have happened to us in the past, and we are reliving them by partly having these bad expectations and therefore creating the things we fear the most, but also because we attract a certain kind of energy into our life. And the certain energy here, it's I'm feeling like it's three people, but this might be you, Virgo. We have one person more there, and this is putting in good effort, wanting to have like a beautiful outcome of a situation. And then we have a Knight of Wands, Page of Swords. I don't feel like these people are too significant. It can be people that you are meeting just, this month, or it can be or people that you are dating, or people that you meet through work. And in some way they probably trigger this old wounding with you, and you probably trigger something with them that makes them also act really defensive. So we'll see where it goes. We start with August here, and we have the Nine of Pentacles together with Seven of Swords and Nine of Cups. So 9 is the Hermit energy, and the Seven of Swords is it's like when we are this kind of survivor that survives outside society in like strange ways, and have a little bit like a bitter attitude to society. So it's like it's similar to the people that travels, like the traveling people, but it can be other marginalized groups. And in this case, it's a marginalized person that has withdrawn a little bit towards just taking care of themselves, and maybe having some tricks up their sleeve, how they are dealing with their reality and relationships to other people. It's both, we see the little bit smug face, like the smile. So it's someone that feels a little bit like they have this energy of being more than the other person. Like I'm more worth, or I'm smarter, I'm better. But it's also this feeling of being abandoned and left out. So I don't exactly know where to go with this, because this can be both the Virgo person's energy and it can be the other person's energy. We have Earth and Water here again. And here we have the Moon card together with Strength. So this feeling of like both being a little bit angry with society, or thinking that they don't love me, so I don't care for them. And the alienation that is happening here, where I think the nines are good because it's the earth and water 9, so it kind of shows a very stable foundation. So even if we are alone, we are not really feeling lonely, because we are taking really good care of ourselves and putting our best foot forward when it comes to our own life and our own success. It's just that we might have a little bit trouble with finding our place in society or with other people, and maybe not having many friends, or feeling very loyal towards a certain little group of friends, but not wanting to go outside that group. And here we have the Moon together with the Strength card. So I'm pretty sure that both you, if you're not single, because these are singles energy, so both you and your partner probably have a similar similar trauma or similar problem, but it might show in different ways. One might be very stubborn and not wanting to take in the outside world, and the other one is constantly coming up with stories how they are hurt by the outside world. While the first energy might not talk so much about it, it's just they're shutting out the outside world, but the other person is more talkative, but maybe complaining a little bit more. Okay, and here we have the Moon together with the Strength card. So it basically just says that this wounding needs to be faced. So we need to look at why we feel like an outsider in the world and see if we can include ourselves more and maybe not have the most gruesome expectations that we usually have. We can maybe have a little bit free or open mind, so that next time we go to a new group, a new workshop, and so, we don't have to have the same expectation that we had before, that like the outsider's perspective. We can try something else, maybe include ourselves more in the group, or try to if we want to have a partner, we might need to face our fears and go on a date and show, and maybe we have stage fright, or it's scary to meet with new people, so we need to maybe act as if we are okay with it, and then, you know, fake it until you make it. So maybe going out and dating and having a good time, like even if it's not the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, you can still try to be like smiling, being social, outspoken, and maybe not care so much how you look or how the other person perceives you, or go home and brood and think about, oh God, I said that, I couldn't have, oh, that's so embarrassing. If we can stop that kind of self-talk as well. So if this is a relationship, I would say that there's at least one person in this equation is very hard to get under their skin, and this person have some kind of trauma. We see 18, 1 plus 8, 9, so it's 9, 9, 9 basically, and then 8, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9. So this person feels alienated from society, but it needs to come from them. They need to step forward and take action, or even show their love or show interest in other people. So if you are dealing with someone that's a little bit shady and impossible, it might actually happen in August that this person will try to become more outspoken and maybe become a little bit more brave in the relationship. If they have acted very shy, they will act more brave. If they have acted very secretive, they might reveal some of their passion. If they have looked uninterested, they might start to become more interested. But it's a lot of on stake here, because if the same thing happened to the person again, they might go back into their karmic routine where hell is other people and they never want to speak to another person again in their whole life. So we'll see how it goes. So I would mainly say that there's a singles energy in August, but it might be that the person that you're with is acting like they are single, not with maybe spreading like their love around, but more not really being in the relationship together with you. And here we have Queen of Pentacles, which is Virgo. Also 9 of Pentacles is Virgo, and the 8 of Wands together with the 4 of Swords, which is a strange like throw back and forth. But it's probably this what I said, that if the person reach out and show themselves available to people, and then they're not being well, like other people is not greeting them in an okay way, it seems like this person immediately goes back to the safety of their home, or the safety behind their wall, or like they made a table here, maybe in front of the stove or the wall, but now they're going behind the wall and hiding again. So that's what I'm seeing there. And it might have to do with meeting people that also are a little bit shady, but these people are shady because probably they have the same fear as you. So I'm reading in this direction now. 7 of Swords, 4 of Swords. We'll see what comes here. So this is kind of a natural reaction. If we are meeting with someone that's smug and think that they are a little bit smarter than you, laughing at you, and making jokes on your behalf, and stealing your dignity and your stuff. This might be how you will react to that. Four of Swords. This was a really really difficult kind of person. I don't want to speak to them again. So, but the Queen of Pentacles and Eight of Wands, it seems like we have really high expectations and we want something to happen, and then the Four of Swords here suddenly. So it might be that we're going into another person's energy. Yeah. Shadow side and the Chariot. So the Shadow side and the Chariot. I'm definitely feeling this scared energy again. It's almost like you have shifted places. Nine of Pentacles is probably your energy, since it's Virgo. And I think you might be handling this situation a little bit better than your counterpart. So you might be a little bit untouched by, you probably feel very alienated from society, but you don't make so much fuss out of it maybe, and you might be a little bit gracious about it, while this person can have a little bit more hatred or ill will towards society. So for example, being happy if someone else, if they are not successful, something goes wrong in their life, this person might be a little bit happy about that. I don't think this energy would be happy if something went wrong. They're mainly just focused on their own life and their own success. But this person is looking into other people and wanting what they have, and are happy if things doesn't go really well for them. So it's a little bit envious energy, but it's because this person feels like an orphan, and even more so than you, if this is your energy. So it can be that there's a lot of people in this reading, which making it a little bit split, because it's hard to really read who's your energy and who's not your energy. The whole row here can be your energy, and this is someone coming and visiting you, and maybe triggering you in certain ways, but that actually seems to lead you on a road where you become more open-hearted and more available. So it's a little bit strange. And with the Four of Swords, this Shadow side, and the Chariot here, I'm seeing a typical reaction for the kind of person that we can see here, that whenever they feel too exposed, or that maybe you have figured them out, they want to be mysterious and smarter than you, and like watch you from afar, or stalk you, or make stories about you, like, oh, I know you, this is how you are, this is how you act, I know you because you are reacting like this, and I will deal with things like this. So it's a person that they want to have control of something that they clearly don't have control over, and they are easily overwhelmed. And if you would not fall for their their talking here, there's they both use like talking and ghosting as methods. So it's a little bit not the most stable person in the world. Okay, and this is a lot of tricks is what I'm feeling, and the person wants to be left in the shadows. They want to be in control, and therefore they're using different ways. So even if you are very straightforward and open here, and maybe even, let's say that this is you and this is the other person, and you are a little bit withdrawn, they are pretty withdrawn. Even so, you are making the table for this person. You're prepared to go through your difficult emotions and dramas, and maybe get upset by this person, or being rubbed the wrong way. It's not really about how you are treated. It's more, I think, that you're often being triggered in different relationships, and you seem to be able to take it. So it's almost like you're falling in love with this person, and even though they are very difficult, you take it on as a challenge, and you feel like very exhilarated with this energy, and you want to have more of this person in your life and include them more and do more things with them. Very intense, but they are still this shady, impossible person. And the reason I think why you're falling for this person is because they are unavailable, which makes you feel more courageous, because you can I think it will be very hard for you to be able to be in a real relationship with this type of person. And that probably saves you from the feeling of being overwhelmed. When this person, you can't have them, it's like grasping in the air. They will be gone like this. Then it's very easy for you to show love and appreciation, because this person would never overwhelm you. And they would never, you know, step into your territory and say that they own it. They rather, you know, come and make quick visits and act a little bit shady and mysterious and disappear again. Tower. But you have some kind of effect on this person that's rather intense. I think that's why they are like ghosting you and acting like this. So it might be that you're surprising them because they saw a person that was, you know, a little bit maybe withdrawn as them, and they thought, this person seems safe enough to reach out to, or at least talk a little bit to. And then you become like this super open person and want a lot of things from them. And that is freaking this other person out. And I don't know where to go with this, but I see that you have this effect on this person. So it's very intense. So if they're ghosting, if you find someone new, you are dating them, and they are ghosting you, don't be surprised. Then it's this person. And sometimes rejection is God's protection. I don't think this is the best suitor that you could ever have. I want to look into their head a little bit, because I was serious about us. My surrounding didn't approve. It might be that this is someone from your past. I don't feel good enough. And no, this person doesn't definitely feel good enough, but it seems like they had a serious interest in you, but when you had an equally serious interest in them, they want to bail out here. I was serious about us. Again, it might be that you have connection with this person from the past, and you have wondered if this person is a player, if they are playing you, but they're actually saying that they are serious, but I can see that they're acting like a player. But I think it's because of this, they are kind of an outsider to society, and they don't feel included, and they feel like they are someone watching in on life, and they can sometimes make a visit, but they don't want to stay there. So when you say, you can stay, we can have this, we can do that, they get very overwhelmed. And we have this, my surrounding didn't approve. It might be that there's some kind of cultural difference as well. Let's say that this would be like a Romeo and Juliet story. So one party might be like the Capulets, or one party might be like a traveling people, and the other party is like the farmers, and it's constant wars and several thousand years between these two cultures. And I don't feel good enough. It's the obvious thing. This person doesn't feel good enough, but they're making them feel good by being a little bit envious, by being shady, feeling like they are a little bit better than you, a little bit smarter than you, can see right through you, can manipulate you, can make you feel different things by doing different things. So they are manipulating communication here. But it's not really you that seems particularly tormented. You rather see, I could heal together with this person. They are matching my wound in some way. And this person just feels like they want to run for the hills, because you are coming in with this like light. We can make this work. We can work through our issues. This would be wonderful. And then they disappear. Okay. So we'll see. That's September. So it seems like you are falling in love with someone in August, or they might be returning. I'm not really seeing that, but we have a King of Pentacles here. It's pretty stable, so it might be something where the person was serious about you in the past. And here it's like a flash from above, where you feel, this could be it, this could be the one, and this person is thinking, oh no, I need to flee, I need to run away. Okay, so 7 of Cups, 7 Chariot, 7 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and Knight of Swords. Maybe this person will, you have woken something in them, where they're kind of like curiosity killed the cat. They are interested and intrigued, but they don't know what this means, because you're making them feel something that's new and foreign for them. So they might run away and hide, in their cave somewhere here, and try to figure you out, try to understand what this was all about. Why did I feel like this? How could this person trigger me so much? I didn't feel like I was in control. Suddenly it was almost like this person was friendly to me and understood me and were on my side. I can't understand what this was coming from. So this person is really puzzled, and I think you are pretty puzzled too. We have 7, 7, 7. Because this is you thinking, what's up with this person? They're acting really strange. So first you had full of hope. I don't know exactly why you were full of hope, because the person doesn't seem particularly, a person that you should trust. But for some reason, they might have matched your conditioning. It's like ducks. When the ducks comes out, like the chicken duck comes out of their egg, they get imprinted on the first thing they see. And it's much very like this with humans too. We get imprinted on our parents and our siblings, and we think that this is how love should be. So it might be that this person resembles someone from your original family, and that makes you seemingly very quickly fall in love. And here we have the 6 of Swords. So we see intense brain work with this person. They're trying to figure this out, how to solve this. This is something new. I don't have control over this situation. They are intrigued. They want to know more. Again, getting a little bit of stalking vibe. So even if they don't talk to you, they might watch your social media and try to figure you out. They definitely don't want you to figure them out. But this is a pretty good energy, the 6 of Swords here coming into the Knight of Swords. It's like something is clicking inside this person and being put in the right place suddenly, but it's almost like a little bit of a shock here. So I'm thinking you were too nice to this person, and they got very shocked because they didn't expect that kind of behavior. They expected something worse, and then it came something nice. And kind of they blew up all over the place here. And even if they got away from you, they're still shocked. So you can see here, shocked and puzzled and what to make out of this. And here we have the Queen of Wands together with the World card. This basically just says that you get through this without so much as a scratch. I think you actually come out of this even wiser than you were before. And this person is the one with the problems. You are actually seems pretty healthy and acting in healthy and open ways towards people. So maybe something inside you have healed. But I wonder to what use if you are just giving this energy away to this person that's very shady. But in the end cards here, it seems like you are not taking this personally, and you feel like you are on the highest path towards your highest destiny. You probably feel like you did the best you could in this relationship, and the other person, I'm seeing this insect coming splat on your windshield, and you were just wipe. So this is what I'm seeing here. Well, this person is the insect, splashed over the windshield. So for them, it's a little bit more tricky. And for you, it was, okay, so it was just an insect. I thought maybe it was the person of my dreams. Okay, so it's something like this that's going on here. It's not maybe the romance of your lifetime, but it's definitely, it's like an interesting test. It can be different people also acting like this in a similar way, and you might think, what's going on with people? They must be pressured in some way because they're acting very funny, but you don't seem too affected by that. Okay, so I have the 7 of Swords, the 4 of Swords. So it's almost like you're just looking at this person's peculiar behavior when it comes to communication. And but what? Okay, so interesting. This person seems to have problems, but you're not making it about you. You're not making it about, this is a Queen of Wands, so it's about self-respect. knowing your worth, being able to defend yourself, being able to, it's like a warm energy. So it can both like be pissed off if necessary, but it's more, I'm feeling a lot of self-love and a lot of security, like you're in some kind of zen mood. Okay, so I will see with the lovers here. I don't have much hope for this, but we'll see what's about this relationship. Oh, calling in your soulmate, and it's coming in reverse, so I don't know if that means calling in the you know, the opposite of a soulmate. Your prayers, affirmation, and visualization help bring you together. We actually have soulmate also here. That might be why you so instantly fall in love with them. Maybe this is a person that you have known before, but something has happened to them that have injured them severely, so they are not really fit to be in a relationship with, you know, civilized people, because they will act in very, very strange ways. Maybe they were raised by wolves, or I don't know, movement. So this is you. You're constantly like on movement. Here you were this little bit withdrawn energy that wasn't really ready to put yourself out there in the world, and then you're ready to put yourself out there in the world, and you meet someone that should be your worst nightmare, but you seem to, you know, be chill with it. So I think you are dealing with a unexpected situation with pretty much like perfect grace. Okay, so you're in a time of positive forward motion. This is a time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move to your home or business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. That doesn't mean you have to move, but with your psyche, you won't be where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. But it's also because you have changed. You're not so reactive anymore. If people, you know, you sit down at the lunch table with some new people at the workshop and they will frown upon you, you'll not take that personally. You will think that, that was an unpleasant person. You won't think that you are an unpleasant person. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward. You have probably been in a little bit of a blocked situation before where you felt that you weren't able to move forward and you felt withdrawn and isolated, but I think you had a vacation. It's like the divine sent you on a vacation, and when you come out of it, you seem to have healed a lot of your old issues. This with feeling abandoned. You might still feel abandoned, but at least not by yourself. And being a little bit shy or withdrawn, or needing people to act in a certain way towards you. It seems like they can act in any way and you will still love yourself and still be cool. So that's really something you have achieved. That's pretty marvelous. So, and wisdom of the house of night, forbidden. So I'm thinking it's this relationship. You shouldn't be too intrigued by it. Even if you feel like, you click directly with this person. I think it's an unnecessary door to go through. You don't have to live a nightmare life together. Just because you're resilient, you don't have to live with a nightmare person. You can actually live with someone that's equally resilient as you. As your goddess, I'm sending you this warning. You're about to enter into a situation that will not be easy and could cause you or others pain. Not all doorways are meant to be open. Not all relationships are good for you. Not all love is expressed, and not all desires are realized. This is also the World card, so it's a closure. So it might be that you will just, see that, I was giving my best to this relationship and the person acted really shady. So I move on and let it go. And it's not worse than that. You haven't lost like one tear on this person. You have been a little bit puzzled, like what? But you haven't really gone down the old road of feeling that you're not lovable. So maybe you're just having closure here. Right now I'm saying no to you. The symbol for forbidden also reminds you that although you may feel pain when someone rejects you, this is one of my many ways of protecting you. I may whisper in someone's ear to stay away. It's for the best, even if you don't believe it right now. This is a symbol to move on and choose another path. So even if this is a soulmate of yours and you feel immediately connected to this person, I think you can skip the dance with this person at this time, because you don't have to learn this again. You don't have the same karma as they do. You might have had in a past life or in a previous relationship with them, but now you have freed yourself. You have done a great work, so you have freed yourself and you don't have to work it out with this person anymore. You are free, and it's going to come something new for you, something better, and you have such a magnetic power here to really attract the life which you actually want to lead. And you have healed so many of your issues that they don't have to come circling back and bite you in your behind anymore. It seems like you have burnt a lot of karma on your maybe a little bit withdrawn vacation. Okay. So, Virgo, I hope this helped. I would urge you to watch the love reading for July or August, or the reading their true thoughts and feelings for your sign in the True Thoughts and Feelings playlist. That will probably reveal more. You can also watch What Do They Want to Happen from last month. If you want to watch the channel's readings in advance and ads-free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about the membership. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, take really good care. Bye bye.